Okay guys, quick update with Bitcoin. So the previous video I said if we got daily open above 96,300 to go long up to around 99,500, that'd be the point to short. I also said pay attention to a possible bullish cross on the MACD. That played out. That was this video here. I will put a link up to it now if you want to check it out. I did make myself very clear. So if you followed what I said, if we got a daily open above, go long to 99,000 and then short that point. Played out beautifully. But I did cover other information in this video. I'm expecting a major move in less than, 45 days, less than 2 months. I also covered your more macro support and resistance levels, so I suggest you go back and watch this video if you have not. A lot of information here I'm not going to rehash. A lot of people skip this part. I don't know why. I show how I keep everyone updated in Discord. Remember, you can't get access to these live charts in Discord if you sign up to the website. It's optricrypto.com. If you do sign up, make sure you email me through the contact page, and I'll send you a Discord invite link. But I just want to show you the calls I made. It was basically everything I said in the previous video. I said, look, if we got a daily open, which we did, so we got to open above. Let's see if it holds. So a daily open above 96,000 meant that your next target to long to was 99,000. And I did update these charts as price moved along. And I was saying, look, we're about to get a bullish cross on the moving average for the MACD. And we got rejected at this point. I was saying, pay attention to each one of these levels. We hit the center Bollinger Band that coincided with this fib line on H1. And then we got, we pushed above. We pretty much got a rejection at that point. Then I added some trend lines, and I'll show you this on the hourly. But I added these lines, and I said, look, these will be respected. And this line was the most important one, and I'll show you that. And actually, I kept updating that chart. And I didn't make a post about it, but people have access to these live charts saw this. I added a yellow trend line that became perfect support. So we got rejected, came back down. This held as perfect support. And I said, look, each one of these lines will be respected. Like this 98,467. We got a bullish cross. And notice right here I was saying, look, if we push up, we've got confluence on the H1 chart, top Bollinger Band, and the D1 chart. And I made these really big, so it was very obvious. If we push up, you long 96,400, all the way up to 99,400, that's where you short. We had confluence, this fib line I mentioned in the previous video, 99,300 on this this trend line I added. And you can see that's what I was talking about, case in point. Each one of these are points to scalp short, but your point to actually short was the target I gave you in the previous video, 99,500. There's perfect rejection here. We had a little wick above and meet of the candles below, so that was your point to short. And you can see we dropped all the way down to the central Bollinger Band. So again, I just kind of step everyone through, my predictions of what I'm expecting. But if you have these levels, if you're below a level, it's bearish. If you're above a certain level, it's bullish. It's that simple. I know there's a lot of ifs. People hate ifs, but that's how technical analysis works. You're above a level is bullish. You're below is bearish. So I'm going to give you these key levels on the daily to know, potentially where we're headed. If we get above this level, we know we're headed to 103,500. And I'm also going to discuss NVIDIA as well as those specials and events with CoinCatch. People have some questions, so I'm going to explain to you exactly how to take advantage of that to get that bonus. So we'll cover these targets. By the way, guys, if you want to get leverage trading, no KYC, no VPN, 3 exchanges I'm using are CoinCatch, Hotcoin, and Blowfin. All those links, if you want to sign up, are pinned in the first comment description. If you want to learn how to trade on CoinCatch, this tutorial video I put up, I went into detail with every single tool I use, how to use them, how to protect yourself. So watch this video. I have timestamps down below. I'll put a link up to it now if you want to learn how to trade on CoinCatch. Like I said, I'll cover NVIDIA and I'll cover the events for CoinCatch in just a minute. But let me give you these key levels and just make it as simple as I possibly can. Just like I said, look, if we got a daily open, previous video, go back and watch it. If we got a daily open above a 96,300, that was bullish up to 99,500, 99,400, around that area. That was your point to short. So we know now that, our support right here is 97,108. That is the central Bollinger Band on the daily. If we get a daily open below that, your next support level to potentially long, again, depends if it's today, but the next daily open, if it's above 96,670, take note the central Bollinger Band is moving down at this point. Well, you would go long from 96,670 up to 99,529. All right, that's the key resistance level. If we get a daily open above 99,529, well, hey, that means we're headed up to potentially, 103,500. It's that simple. Daily open above 99,600, bullish up to 103,500. If you push up and get a daily open below 99,500, well, then you're bearish down to 96,670. If we get a daily open below 96,670, and again, daily opens, we can wick below and wick back up. That's where the daily open is. That pretty much determines price direction. Well, if we break below 96,670 with a daily open, we're probably headed down to test 94,000, these daily candles, around 94,583. If that breaks, well, then we're getting into some territory, and I mentioned that previous video, where we could have a massive drop, and that's right on par around 93,000. Again, I covered that in the previous video. Go back and watch it. But like the previous one, guys, like I said, daily open above here was bullish. That's how it played out. So we know if we get a daily open above 99,600, bullish to 103. If we get a daily open below 96,600, well, we're probably headed down to 94,583. And if we break 93K, well, that's where those targets gave the previous video come into play. Take note, as I mentioned, it just showed you, those in Discord. Guys, I've been doing this for a long time. I take the time to map out the direction of price. And while it would look impossible to some to actually find these levels, like this line right here where we got rejected, it's hard to find. There's so much chop. They make it very difficult to find these points. But I know, going by, I just drew a line that's parallel to this fib line and moved it up to find these targets. And you see this is perfect resistance. We had some support and resistance here, nice resistance here. We had perfect resistance here, support, resistance, perfect support, support, support. And actually we could bring it back and it would match up with this level here. So that told me, because of this target, not just because of the line itself, but because this line matched up so perfectly with the D1 chart, as I just showed you, that was your point to go short, because it was in confluence right here. 99,400 was in confluence with that line right there. And then we got rejected at this point. We pushed up and we dropped all the way back down to the center Bollinger Band. So on the hourly, all right, let me give you your levels to play. So we know your most key support level right now, if you want to chance a long on the hourly, is 97,100 to, let's just say, 97,000. I would long that point. If we get below, your next support level to pay attention to is around 96,300. If that breaks, guys, again, these are your hourly targets. I think if we get a daily open below the central Bollinger Band, that's bearish within itself. The current support level we're testing right now looks like it's going to become resistance as 97,741. So if we drop down, that might be a point to short. If we push up, again, these are hourly targets. Next resistance level just above is around 98,600. And again, your most key resistance we need to pay attention to is 99,500. So if we get above that, again, we're looking at dailies. These are your points to scalp on the hourly, but again, I pay attention to the daily. And also, guys, if you're in profit, if you made money on your trade, take profit. A lot of people will just keep holding a trade, and I'm sorry to say, exchanges know where your stop losses are. They know where your liquidation points are. If you're in profit, take your profit. And once you take your profit, that money is yours. It's in your account. There's always more trades. But a lot of people, they hold on to trades, and then they just lose everything that they made. Or, it pushes back up, and the money they could have taken, they lose out on it. So if you're hodling, I don't know why you're watching YouTube videos in the first place, but if you're swing trading, take profit. You know where your support level is. You long 96,600. If you get daily open below, well, you short down to 94,600. I'm not going to repeat myself, guys. I'm just showing you how I do it. I don't like to hold positions that long. When we get to that ring I mentioned in the previous video, that will be one position I hold because I'm expecting a major move at that point. Again, watch the previous video. So again, those are your key levels to pay attention to. And remember that previous video I said, look, if we break 93,000, we're headed way the hell down. I did give you next support levels below. NVIDIA, as I mentioned before, guys, so right now, let's see, markets are open. I mentioned this maybe 3 or 4 videos back about NVIDIA. Take note, this was a lot of resistance. I said that would be support if we hold above this point to go long. But I also mentioned there were a lot of factors at play. DeepSeek, Grok is now free. NVIDIA is going to take a hit pretty soon, I think. And again, this isn't financial advice. I'm just saying, look, based on this chart, this ring has been, again, this is NVIDIA. Support, support, support. We broke below this ring. We found support. We pushed up. We filled the gap. And I said it was more than likely we would just kind of move sideways and up this ring. But because we're at this ring, we filled that gap. Today is Friday. People probably entering longs. And what's going to happen is probably this is going to come crashing down. Aftermarket trading is going to show NVIDIA is going to be pretty low. It'll be too late to enter your trade on Monday. Markets will be closed over the weekend. Again, you do what you want, but based on this chart, this looks like an ideal point to open some puts or some shorts for NVIDIA. Maybe have your stop above 145. But again, I would be short just because of this ring, because this ring is now resistance and that gap is filled. If you wanted to play it safe, take profit at 120, possibly 114. If 114 breaks, I think we're headed all the way down to potentially 79. But I did want to point that out for NVIDIA. Now let me cover these CoinCat specials. Again, if you want to sign up for CoinCats, I'll put a link up to it now, and also my links if you want to sign up to Hotcoin and Blowfin are also pinned in the first comment description. But just so you understand how this works, so this specials for CoinCats started on February 13th. So how this works is it says every 7 days, that's when you get paid. So if you deposit $500, you'll get a $750 bonus in 7 days. So the last payout was the 20th, so the next payout will be the 27th. So if you deposit $500 USDT into your CoinCats account using my affiliate link, you need to transfer those funds into your futures account and leave them there, and then on the 27th you will get your $750 bonus. If you deposit $1,000, you'll receive a $3,000 bonus, but that needs to be in your futures account. So you need to transfer that 1,000 USDT from your spot account to your futures account and then wait, and then 7 days will give you that bonus. I think there's a few slots left for the $3,000 bonus. If there's not, there's still plenty of left for the $750 bonus. And this will start over next month. So that means there will be 30 new slots. So if you want to go ahead and create your account, next month there'll be more slots available to get that $3,000 bonus. And again, if you did do the $750 bonus or $3,000 bonus and you do receive that bonus, again, as I said, you can get 1 month access to my charts in Discord for free. And if you do $1,000, you can get 2 months access to my charts in Discord. But again, people are asking how they get the bonus. You have to deposit the money into your CoinCash account using my affiliate link, transfer it to your futures account, and then as it says, every 7 days. I'll put a link up to the events page. All this will be pinned in the first comment description as well. And again, like I said, if you can get access to these charts in Discord, guys, right away. Again, in less than 2 months, something major is going to happen. If you want to just sign up, get access to the charts, and you can cancel any time, make sure you use the contact page. If you have any questions about the events or the exchanges I use, or if you want to just ask me a question, you can contact me through the contact page. But guys, that's pretty much it. Just these are your key levels. And again, I know people hate ifs, but that's how it works. If we hold above 96,583, that's bullish back up to probably 99,000. If we get a daily open below 96,600, we're headed down to 94,583. If we break 93,000, we're headed a lot lower. And again, I covered that in a previous video, so please go back and watch it. So I think that's everything, guys. These are your hourly levels, and again, 97,000 is a very key support. That's a central Bollinger Band. Above is bullish, and below is bearish. But we'll see what happens. Expect some weekend fuckery. That's it, guys. Trade safe, trade smart. I'm out.